Hi, welcome to CAS 133 Hybrid, Columbia Gorge Community College, the Dalles, Oregon. This is going to be your week 1 walkthrough. So when you log in and you come to Moodle, you're going to scroll past everything that we looked at in the introduction, making sure that's all done, obviously, and then continue on into the actual work for week 1. It may be called topic 1, it may have dates there, it just really depends on how Moodle is set up. It'll give you a kind of intro what we're doing. Your weekly objectives are going to be right here. If you get stuck and you need some help, here's some tutorial or support type materials. They are not required. That's why they have the solid box there that allows you to manually check them after you've viewed them. But if you get stuck, look there before you send me an email. They're there to try to help keep you from getting too stuck. Moving down here, what are you going to need to do? Well, you need to watch the intro with CAS 133 Hybrid. It's going to kind of let you know some things that are a little bit different about the hybrid versus the regular online version. Starting in week 2, you will have the same video as the online version does. There won't be any difference between the videos. So you actually will be seeing a slightly different colored screen, but all the links and information are the same. The only difference between the two courses from that point on are the color of the links. And I did that partly so I don't get confused of where I am, which course I have open. What is a PC versus a Mac? Sometimes students aren't used to the language and they're not really sure what we're talking about. So that little document can be opened. It'll talk to you about Windows, or otherwise known as PC machines, versus Macs, or otherwise known as Macintosh machines or Apple computers. And kind of give you an idea so you can make sure you know what you're working with on your computers. If you're not sure what your computer is, a lot of times when you start up, you see it at the startup screen if you take a minute to look at it. However, if not, and you have computer here, or you have computer here, or my computer sometimes on the older versions, you can go to properties, and when you open that, it will tell you basically what you're using. Mine is a Windows 7 Home Premium Edition. Gives me some other information about my computer, but really what I'm looking for right now is this. Then we're going to have basically a PC section and a Mac section. Any week where there are big differences between what you would do with a Windows PC computer and a Mac computer or Apple computer, I will have the two sections. Some weeks that won't be the case and there won't be two sections. Everybody will use the same materials. This week is one of those split weeks. So I'm going to do PC directions first. Mac users, keep listening. I'll come to your directions shortly. So you're going to go in here, and anytime you see a folder, that means you can open that folder and there are going to be more materials, because basically Windows changes so often. I have a version for XP and Vista, a version for 7, and a version for 8 or 8.1 here. Pick the one that goes with your version of machine, and obviously I'd need the Windows 7. View it. Now, I wanted to show you one other trick. One thing you can do to get these downloaded, if you're not quite sure how is right-click and save link as or save target as. It depends on your browser to which one it calls it. And that will then bring you up a box that lets you control either putting it on your desktop or going down and putting it on your flash drive to save it. Then you can view it. Now again, if you don't have PowerPoint at all on your machine, you will need to get that PowerPoint viewer from www.microsoft.com. for this week, or maybe even for the whole term. So now you're going to watch that PowerPoint and listen to it. Then you're going to open this if you're using a Windows 8 machine, because finding things in Windows 8 can be a little bit, shall we say, interesting. So while the college is Windows 7 based and we're still pretty much Windows 7 based, anytime there's a big difference with a Windows 8 machine, I have tried to add that there so you have that as a resource. Then you're going to do the same thing, directions for Paint. You're going to open that. You're going to again take your version. You're going to open that. You're going to save it. Because I'm in Google Chrome, it does save on this bottom toolbar, which I absolutely love, but not all browsers do that. Then you're going to also do the video if you're using Windows 8. Then you have some directions that are basically sort of a lesson. This is sort of like your textbook. The video is kind of your lecture. This is kind of your textbook reading through here. So you're going to watch this PowerPoint and listen to it. And then once you get done, you're going to go down here and it's going to give you your step-by-step directions of what you're to do for that assignment. Now, most of the step-by-step directions for the WordPad and the Paint are in those PowerPoints that you need to watch. Once you get a PowerPoint and you open it and it goes up on your screen, I'm going to show you kind of what you do. You get it here. You may have to say enable if that comes up. I asked you to enable, but I guess I didn't get a good click. Then you need to go down here and put it into this kind of full view. It says slideshow. And once it goes to that, then you're able to click the play on the audios and listen to your slideshow. If you're not sure how to zip a folder, it's not something you've ever done, this will give you some directions on how to zip a folder in a PC. So now if you're a PC person, you get to watch through the Mac stuff. Please don't go away because there's some more information to follow that you need to see. Mac users, you're going to go to your weekly assignment directions here. It's going to list out kind of what you need to do for the week because there really isn't another way. You don't have the same PowerPoints that PC users have. So this is kind of your list of directions. And then I have provided you with some basically videos. So how to use a Pages document instead of WordPad. You'll use Pages because it's what's built onto a Mac. You'll need to download and get Paintbrush if you don't have it. And then you will watch your how to make folders just like the PC people have, except it's for a Mac. You will have the same basic performance test as they do. And I think that needs to be moved up. It's lost, but I will just get that taken care of before you come back in again. And then how to zip a folder with Mac. So it's kind of the reflection of the same type of stuff as the PC users have. Now, for everybody, you're going to be, this will be named. I got to rechange that. But that's going to be either WordPad/Pages or Paint/Paintbrush. It's going to have your Windows performance test here or OS performance test here. And then your disaster recovery form. Technology isn't always reliable. What are you going to do if you get into trouble with your technology? What's your backup plan? It's important to have a good one because just telling me you're stuck and your technology's not working is not going to get you excused for the week's work. And then this checklist at the bottom pretty much is just that. It's talking you through, have you done all the items? This course is undergoing a complete rewrite, so as we go, I will be continuing to get name changes done and things like that where I see it's been missed so that it reflects the newest update. Once you have that all done and completed, you're going to be ready for week 2, and you've got week 1 done. It needs to be done on time, so you need to do not only the week 1 work, but you need to make sure you've done this as well. I'll be back to talk to you for week 2.